Hi, Jenni here, and earlier this year I made a video on all of the pop girl albums that I was looking forward to this year, and many of them have been released by now, so I thought I would make a video about yapping about all these pop girl albums and my thoughts on them. Already by spring we had really great pop records such as Lady Gaga's Mayhem album and Marina Pop 2, but I want to speak more about the artists that I talked about in that earlier video. First up, Evangelia. I made a whole video where I dived deep into the album and the background historical poem behind it. I just want to say Pepromeno, Evangelia's album, met all of my expectations and more. She really nailed combining American pop with the Greek sound, and I'm just incredibly impressed by the album and I'm just so happy with it. Probably my most anticipated release of the year was Jade's album, That's Showbiz Baby. She announced this in May and only released in September, so it's been a long wait. She debuted with a bang. That album is phenomenal. It's exactly what a pop girl album should be. It showed that she's such a student of pop and music overall, and she delivered all of those things that you expect from a pop album, but made them her own, if that makes sense. Highlights for me, obviously, the first 7 or 8 tracks are singles that she released beforehand. Apparently, she had a different track list in mind, but her label said that the singles should be first, which, okay. I loved Angel of My Dreams, What a Way to Debut, FUFM, Plastic Box. I love all of those singles, but I think those 3 are my highlights of them. From the new songs, I absolutely love Natural at Disaster. She combines this dark pop ballad with beautiful vocals that she has always had, and now she gets to show it all off in her solo era. I also love Glitch. I love the electro R&B production on it and the way she sings it. Such a perfect way to debut, really. It was such an homage to what Jade has always loved about pop music and just perfectly made. Shout out to Mike Sabbath and, everyone who worked on that record. I feel like those producers and writers all understood Jade's vision really beautifully. I'm gonna see her live in Milan. I cannot wait. Moving on to Zara Larsson. She's been having a moment online with Midnight Sun. It's such a cute and beautiful song about the Nordic summer experience. Yeah, she really captures the vibe of how it feels when the sun never goes down here. And I love it so much. And I love that she got some recognition on it online and offline. And then she delivered the most perfect album to describe Zara as an artist. I feel like elements of this have been there throughout her albums, but I feel like this album, Midnight Sun, captures Zara's authenticity the best. It's a pure pop album and I absolutely love it. Highlights for me are Euro Summer, because that is such a throwback to the songs that I would listen to when I was 13 or 14 here in Europe. So she captured that sound beautifully. I also love the outro of Hot and Sexy. By the way, what a bop. Yeah, I really recommend you listen to the lyrics of the outro as well. Blue Moon, beautiful song dedicated to her boyfriend. And I like the ballad moments as well. They're not full-on ballads, but slower pop songs. And I'm just so proud of her for, I feel like she has finally fulfilled what her vision for her as an artist is. I feel like it was there with Venus and Poster Girl, but I feel like she delivered with this one. And I'm so proud of her. And I'm gonna see her live as well. Next up is Laufey. I'm not sure if I mentioned her in the video. I don't remember, but yeah, she released her album in August and it's perfect pop jazz combination. She's very honest and open in her lyrics, and I think sound-wise it's a very much of an upgrade or an evolvement of her sound, which combines many genres. I love that album very, very much, and it made me emotional, and I really appreciate her as a vocalist and as a lyricist. I would say my favorite songs from the album are Castle in Hollywood and Cautionary Tale and Snow White. Yeah, she delivered. I'm gonna see her live as well next year. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm forgetting some albums while I'm sitting down because there was so much music this year. Cynthia Erivo's album, I Forgive You, beautiful, beautiful work. Explores all of her vocal capabilities. Yes, there are big vocal moments, but also softer moments, and she combines all these different genres of, pop, R&B, gospel, jazz, so beautifully together. Love that album. Feels like it deserves way more recognition. It just works so perfectly. I was not expecting Perrie to release an album this year. In fact, I was worried that she would never get to release her album because labels are fickle. But she did, and I liked it. I feel like the album was very authentic to her and what she likes. There were some pop, rock, and country influences throughout, and she's such an amazing singer. Her voice is just mesmerizing. She's such a good singer. So I'm glad we got those big vocal moments from her, like in I Miss You. I also loved Bonnie and Clyde and Where You Are. Both of those songs have rock elements to them, and I feel like rock would be such a good genre for Perrie. I really hope she explores it more in the future. And also Put You First, such a sweet song to Axel, and then he's featured on it. Abso-fucking-lutely. Beautiful recollection of her and Alex getting engaged. I also like Punchline. She has gone through really difficult moments in her life, and in that song she's able to joke and laugh about it, and I think that's a really beautiful way to share those struggles. And I am really happy with it, and I feel like I can't wait to see Perrie evolve more as an artist. Marina released an album too this year. Oh my god, there has been so much great music this year. I'm overwhelmed. Princess of Pop, I really liked it. She explores depression and anxiety so beautifully, as well as freedom within yourself. I love that. Cantissimo, a great single. Adult Girl broke my heart. Yeah, I like that album as well. There have also been a couple of great Finnish albums this year. First off, Jenni Vartiainen, my Finnish queen. I love her voice so much, and I love how her music combines melancholic lyrics with beautiful and eerie and sometimes dark production. She returned after not releasing music for 7 or 8 years. The album is called Origo, and it explores her becoming a mother, and she lived in New York for a while, away from Finland obviously, and she discusses that feeling as well, being away from home but also feeling at home in New York. Yeah, we had to wait for a long while for her to come back, and when she did, it was just so incredible! I don't listen to Finnish music often, but Jenni Vartiainen, she nails it every time. Then there was Rodeo, which consists of 3 female artists who are already artists on their own right. Anna Puu, Ida Paul, and Erin Anttila. But they formed this little project, a year-long project of doing country pop music under the band name Rodeo. Then they released their only album. And I do like country music a little bit. I like Dolly Parton, obviously. She's my queen. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album, but the country elements there are really lovely. Rodeo really hit it out of the park. Is that a saying? I don't know. For an only album, and their first album and the only album they'll ever have, they delivered a very cohesive project that respects and follows the country pop sound combined with really witty Finnish lyrics. Not just witty, but also calls out misogyny and talks about experiences of women. And yeah, love that album very much, and I'm gonna see them live as well. I think that's it for the pop girls. Then there were a couple of albums that were released before, but I only listened to them this year. Michaela J's 33, beautiful pop R&B album, very catchy songs, love it. Raye's debut album, My 21st Century Blues, love it, love it, love it. She's so talented, and I had listened to it before, but I feel like I appreciate it way more now. So talented, she's amazing. Also, she's not really pop, but Abir, an independent artist, Moroccan American. She released her album. I didn't expect her to release music either, and it's a sweet R&B moments about her finding love and struggles with it and becoming a mother, and yes, a sweet R&B album. Okay, I hope any of my yapping made sense. I think those are like the biggest pop girl moments for me from this year. There is still Fauzia's album that's coming next month. Fauzia is a Moroccan Canadian artist who is known for her incredible big vocals, and she has a very distinct sound of doing dark, big pop vocal ballads and very dramatic songs, and I love them. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye!